And whenever you're ready, tell me and we may start.
Okay, it should be showing my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you everybody for joining us today. I am the co-founder and CEO of HelloPLATO, and we are focused on the global K-12 market, which includes 2.17 billion kids aged 3 to 17 around the world. Unfortunately, 2/3 or 1.3 billion of those kids have no internet access at home. This is something that became glaringly apparent to us during the COVID crisis. And the world really can't afford this problem of lack of access to education. We can see that you get projected, trillions of dollars of positive GDP if you were to boost OECD countries' PISA score by just 25 points, which is modest. 30 trillion is lost to potential economic value in not educating women and girls. And then personally, we could lift half of the people out of poverty if we could just get them through high school. So the need to solve this problem is imminent. And this is not a COVID problem. These students still are not going to have access to learning resources at home once the COVID crisis is over, because learning resources right now are not built for these learners. You don't have a laptop, you don't have high-speed internet, you can't access it. It's largely enterprise software. I come from this space, 20 plus years in this space. It's very heavy. It's not really meant for K-12, and it's not personalized. What they really need is for us to solve the problem, the entrepreneurs and technologists, to use the tools students already have to deliver the learning that they need. So the teachers need authoring tools that are simple, lean, and mobile. They need insights that surface student performance and group performance through AI content curation. And students need delivery that works in low and no bandwidth environments, that blends learning and communication, and allows for learning to still happen even in homes where children have to share one smartphone. So we created HelloPLATO to solve this problem. And HelloPLATO is an AI-based learning platform built for teachers to craft and deliver personalized learning to students in low and no bandwidth environments. And on the right here, you can see a little snapshot. It does include the ability to add video, images, files. It's not just text, and there's learning built in. Okay, and what we consider to be our competitive advantages include our team. We've been working together, all of us, for more than 10 years. We have a combined 100+ years of experience in online learning and 7 EdTech exits among us, including 1 unicorn. Another advantage is the time is now. So our solution really fits global trends in EdTech. PitchBook's EdTech Snapshot talks about the need for personalized learning, AI, and learning that reaches learners where they are, video first, voice first. And so we are a solution for this trend that's rapidly growing. The expectation in India is that there will be $4 billion of EdTech usage by 2024, which is a huge leap from 500 million in revenue in 2018, and it's only growing. Also, this is we're going to monetize. So there is a plausible path to $1 million in ARR in 2021 for us with the existing pilots that we have on the ground in India and in the United States. So this is not a charity. This is not something that can't be monetized. This is a venture scale play. So thank you for your time, and here's my contact information, and I look forward to fielding your questions.
Thank you so much, Rachel. Who would like to be the first to ask a question?
If you're not using the internet, then where is the content being aggregated?
Well, we would be using SMS in the case of someone who's really in a no internet environment. Well, maybe it depends on whether their bandwidth will support WhatsApp, but we can also do this over SMS. So you can reach all the way down to kids that don't have a smartphone even and still utilize learning. We're not a content management system. Content is coming from other sources like YouTube videos or images that are in a Google Drive. We are integrated to Google Classroom, so teachers can just pull from materials that they have. Also, we're capable of integrating with all learning management systems, student information systems. We're in the process of doing that right now so that people can pull content that's already available to them through their learning management system and push it through HelloPLATO out to students.
Rachel, if I don't have internet, how do I get content? How do you work? Just assume there's no internet. I'm in the middle of the Sahara. Walk me
Yeah,
through
I
this
mean,
step, please.
you would have to have at least the ability for cellular service. So,
Done.
you know, this is not going to reach people who don't have cellular, but everybody in the world pretty much has cellular by now. So over cellular, you could still do this learning with SMS texting only. The questions will go back and forth. It would support images and audio, but it wouldn't support video in all likelihood in that environment. But because of the compression aspects of WhatsApp, we can support video even in very low bandwidth environments for students that have access to a smartphone in the family.
Your beachhead in the US, which area, which geographies? Tell me more about that.
Okay, we're starting with the US and India. In the US, we're piloting in classrooms right now with the goal of being, you know, a highly integrated partner in the US ecosystem that augments what teachers can do with existing tools like learning management systems and with high
Which
aspects.
area, which states, which cities, more concise?
Yeah. Yeah, well, in the US, there's a lot of different, I've been selling into US K-12 forever. There's no particular state where a tool like this is of higher impact than other states, except if you look at numbers of students without access to learning. But that's actually a more significant problem in urban areas than in rural, believe it or not. There's more students in the urban areas with lack of access to internet than those in rural areas. So going into the cities and selling this to the cities, which my last business, I sold New York City, I sold Miami-Dade, I sold Las Vegas. So I'm very familiar with this.
Where are you selling into right now? You said you have beachhead in India and the US. Where are you selling into?
We're pre-revenue. We're in pilot right now. So we're piloting in schools in New Jersey, New York, and Florida. And in India, we're in 4 schools that are in rural areas in 2 different provinces.
Can I understand which part of India you are talking about? Hi, this is Abhijit from India.
We're talking about the, you know, what Omidar refers to as the next $500 million is really our target market. So not the families that are living below the poverty line, but those earning 2,200 to 3,300-ish USD a year that are sending their kids to the affordable private school sector. So for example, one of the school leaders we're working with has 2 schools in Uttar Pradesh that are rural, that are bilingual, affordable private school, Hindi-English mix. And so we're testing that in the high school and middle school levels right now. And but everyone we talk to that's looked at this in India has said this is a great fit for the market as is, but we're in beta. We know we have to make some improvements to the product before we really scale. However, our partners think we will be able to sell into the June start school cycle and generate initial revenue this year.
Thank you so much. The time is up. Please, in terms of further questions, proceed in chat because we need to move forward.